Hello everyone and welcome to my video. Thank you for joining me ahead of Barcelona versus Juventus in the Champions League. So the game will be kicked off live from the Allianz Stadium from 9 PM local time in Turin, Italy. And these are the times you can see the game across the world. So this is going to be a very important game for Barca to win tonight. Because if they want to clinch the number one spot in the group, we will have to beat Juventus away. Because they are the team we are going to have to beat, and Barca haven't been great away recently in the Champions League. So to get any points tonight is going to be so vital for that top spot in Group G. So Juventus are doing quite well so far this season. They are currently undefeated in both the Champions League and in Serie A. But they aren't currently number one in Serie A. They are currently 5th after 5 games with 2 wins and 3 draws. So that isn't a bad start for them in the league. And they didn't have such a bad start against Dynamo Kiev in their first Champions League match last week, beating them 2-0 away. So Juventus did come away with the 3 points in Kiev, but Barca also came away with the 3 points and are ahead of Juventus currently in the group, but only on goal difference. So this is the head-to-head record between Barca and Juventus over the past 9 years. And we have played each other 6 times in that 9 years, with Barca winning 3, drawing 2 and only losing once. You can also see the last 5 meetings. The most recent meeting was a 0-0 draw away at Juventus. So you can see all 5 of the most recent meetings over the past couple of years. The only missing one over the past 9 years is that 2015 Champions League final that Barca did win. And that game, of course, did end 3-1 on the night in Berlin, with Rakitic, Neymar and Suarez all getting on the score sheet. So when it comes to the big games, Barcelona do usually tend to overcome Juventus. But both teams aren't exactly at full strength, missing a lot of key players on both sides. With Juve missing De Ligt, Sandro, Chiellini, Ronaldo and even maybe Bonucci. Cristiano, of course, can't make the game because he failed his PCR test and won't be able to compete. Bonucci is also amongst some of the injured players, but there are rumours he may be able to make it for this game. He has been included in the squad list, but whether or not he'll be able to start hasn't been confirmed yet. Over to Barcelona, and we'll be missing Coutinho, Ter Stegen and Umtiti all to injury. And we'll also be missing Piqué in this game because he did get a red card against Ferencváros last week. So both teams there are missing extremely key players for this match and they will be missed in this game. Especially Ronaldo for Juve, but they still do have Morata, who is joint top goal scorer with Ronaldo. So the Barca defence will have to look out for Morata tonight. But on to the Barcelona lineup, and this is how we lined up against Real Madrid at the weekend. And I think there's definitely going to be a lot of changes to the lineup tonight. Piqué and Coutinho, of course, being 2 of those changes because they can't play. Busquets, I think, is going to be left on the bench. I don't think he was very great against Real Madrid whatsoever. He looked quite weak on the ball and it did seem that Real Madrid could sense that and were trying to pounce on him and force an error. And he does seem to be proving time and time again that he isn't quite good enough for the top level. So for me, I don't think Busquets should start in this game. On to the attack, and I don't think it was the best move putting Pedri on the right. He didn't seem quite comfortable on that side against Real Madrid. He was constantly trying to take the ball inside when he had it. And that's great, but he didn't quite give us the depth in the wide areas that we needed. So for me, Pedri does have to play more central. So that is the changes I would have made to the lineup against Real at the weekend. And this is how I think Barca should line up against Juventus tonight. With, of course, Neto in goals. We still don't have Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, but he will be back very soon. I have Serginho Dest at right back. He more than earned his spot in that position after that game against Real. He was probably our best player on the pitch in that game. Araujo and Longley at centre back. Of course, there'll be no Piqué in this game, so these two are our only 2 options. But it will be interesting to see how Araujo does cope on this big stage. Hopefully he's able to perform at the highest level and fill in for Piqué. At left back I have Jordi Alba. He didn't seem quite fully fit against Real Madrid, but hopefully after a couple of days rest he is able to be 100% match fit for this game. At the 2 central defensive midfield positions I do have De Jong and Pjanic. I have left out Busquets because of the reasons I did explain earlier. It'll be also good to have Pjanic because he is obviously a former Juventus player and he will have a lot of insight on how they play. At the left wing position, I do have Ansu Fati. For obvious reasons, he's been absolutely outstanding so far this season, so he definitely has to be among the starting 11. In the centre attacking midfield position, I do have Pedri. Currently, I think he is the only player right now who can play in that position, unless Messi is to switch to the right wing. It is the position I do think that Pedri is most suited because he did play in that position against Getafe, and he did play extremely well in that position against Getafe. Over to the right wing position, and I do have Antoine Griezmann starting today, simply for the experience that he can bring to Barca. We could play Dembele or Trincao, but I think we do need a bit more of experience along with Messi. Griezmann hasn't scored at all for Barca so far this season, but the last time we were in Italy against Napoli, Griezmann did step up and did get us a crucial away goal. So hopefully Griezmann can do that again tonight. Last but not least, at the striker position, I do have Leo Messi. But as per usual, I don't think he's going to stick strictly to that position and he is going to drift right. And I think he will need to if we are to break down the Juventus defence, because I think that Juventus are going to look to counter us. So they will have 5 at the back in defence, and when they do go forward and hit us on the break, I think they will leave 3 at the back, and that will leave space for Messi to run down the right hand side. But it will be interesting to see the attitude of the Barcelona players and Messi in particular in this game, because you may know the current president and board have officially resigned, and as of last night, Barcelona are currently under a caretaker board, and that will continue until Barcelona do have a president and board elected. It has been no secret that many Barcelona players have wanted the board to resign, so it will be interesting, like I said, to see their attitude on the pitch and how this will reflect their performance on the pitch also. My guess it will be reflected positively, but we'll have to wait and see tonight. But all that is left now is his score prediction, and I do see Barcelona coming away with the win from the Allianz Stadium 2-1 tonight. So that is now all from me. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comments. Also let me know what you think that the score will be. So thank you very much everyone for watching, and bye.